Welcome to Strange But True Tales, a channel where we tell the most captivating and mysterious stories from around the world. Today, we're unraveling the tale of Zumba, the invincible warrior whose strength, love, and betrayals turned his life into a legend and his wives into rivers. Get ready for a story filled with magic, suspense, and unexpected twists. Also, stay tuned till the end for a sneak peek at our next captivating topic. Subscribe now to ensure you don't miss out on the thrilling story of the luckiest female politician. In 500 AD, in the majestic kingdom of Zanga, there lived an undefeated warrior named Zumba. His strength was legendary, his victories countless. The king and the people of Zanga worshipped him like a demigod. Zumba had two wives, Emil, his first wife who was loyal and trustworthy, and Kentel, his second wife and current favorite. But Zumba's strength had a secret. It wasn't just his muscle, it came from a magical statue. This statue had to bask in sunlight to keep him powerful. The catch? It must never get wet. Rain was Zumba's kryptonite, but he kept this secret even from his wives. One day, the Dante Kingdom, which happened to be Kentel's homeland, hired Zumba to fight against the formidable Youth Empire. Driven by love for Kentel, Zumba accepted the offer. He gathered his 400 best fighters, ready for yet another victory. Before leaving, Zumba handed the magical statue to Emil. "Keep it in the sun and away from the rain," he instructed, as he always did. Unaware of its true power, Emil diligently followed his orders. The battle began, and Zumba led the charge, his warriors overpowering the youth fighters. But suddenly, Zumba felt his strength draining. He collapsed, confused and vulnerable. Without their leader, his warriors were quickly overwhelmed. Zumba and his men were captured by the Youth Empire. What made Zumba powerless? Back in Zanga, Emil had placed the statue in the sun but decided to treat herself to her favorite meal, washing it down with a bit too much alcohol. She fell into a deep sleep, oblivious to the storm that had started. Rain poured down, drenching the magical statue, and Zumba's strength vanished. In the Youth Empire, Zumba and his men suffered greatly. But destiny had a twist in store. Princess Ozan, the beautiful daughter of King Zul, wandered into the prison one evening. Her eyes fell upon the towering figure of Zumba, and she was instantly captivated. "Who is that?" she asked a warden. The warden told her Zumba's story. Moved by his plight, she convinced her father to meet him. King Zul, intrigued, arranged a meeting. Zumba saw an opportunity and agreed to marry Princess Ozan, forging a powerful alliance. But first, he requested to return to Zanga to prepare for the wedding. Zumba's return to Zanga was a cause for celebration. The people who were preparing for a rescue mission were overjoyed. Zumba was honored with the title Ozangaza, meaning the immortal warrior. But Zumba knew that Emil had let the statue get wet, and he believed it was out of jealousy over Kentel. Emil tried to explain that she simply fell asleep, but Kentel fueled Zumba's suspicions, whispering threats to Emil.
"I will make sure you leave this house."
After much pleading, Zumba forgave Emil, and peace was restored. But Zumba hadn't told his wives about his impending marriage to Princess Ozan. 3 days before the wedding, Zumba broke the news after a family meeting with his two wives. Emil accepted it with grace, while Kentel simmered with anger. On the wedding day, a grand entourage from Zanga traveled to the Youth Empire. The wedding was magnificent, and Princess Ozan returned to Zanga with many gifts from his father and the people of the Youth Empire. Life seemed perfect, but jealousy lingered. Emil noticed Kentel's frustration and saw an opportunity for payback. Kentel had once threatened to make Emil leave the house, and now it was Emil's turn to strike. She approached Kentel with a scheme, playing on her emotions. Emil persuaded her that by submerging Zumba's statue in water, Zumba would choose Kentel over Princess Ozan. Blinded by desperation, Kentel agreed. The statue was kept in Zumba's magical room, a place no one entered except him. Kentel waited for Zumba to leave for a meeting with the king. Seizing the opportunity, she sneaked into the room and submerged the statue in a pot of water. As Zumba addressed the king and other dignitaries, he suddenly collapsed. His secret was out. News quickly spread to his wives, and Emil began wailing, accusing Kentel. Kentel, confused and panicked, confessed everything. The hidden source of Zumba's strength was now known to all. Zumba was healed, but at a cost. He would never fight again. The kingdom mourned the loss of their invincible warrior. After careful consideration, Zumba decided to send Emil and Kentel away to find peace. However, he ensured they reconciled before leaving. To make amends, Zumba gave them the pot with the magical statue, instructing them to refill it with fresh water to become great healers. The two women took the pot and left Zanga. Before we continue on this story, we would like to show you what next on Strange But True Tales. Meet Maria Forenzo, a woman who defied the odds and left an indelible mark on history. From humble beginnings to a life of wealth and influence, Maria's ambition knew no bounds. In fact, she bought 75% of the land, consolidating her power and control over her nation. She pulled the strings from behind the scenes, shaping the country to her will. Her presidency was marked by controversy and corruption, but Maria remained untouchable. Was Maria Forenzo a mastermind or a product of circumstance? How did she become so powerful? The story of the powerful female politician who bought the whole country. Subscribe to find out more. Back to the two rivals. On their journey, they reached a T-junction. Emil suggested settling in Tuntin Kingdom, urging Kentel to follow her as the eldest. A heated argument ensued, and in a fit of anger, Emil pushed Kentel. The pot fell and shattered, spilling its magical water over them. Passers-by were astonished as the two women transformed into rivers, flowing in opposite directions. The news reached Zumba, who realized what had happened. 2 years later, Princess Ozan gave birth to a powerful son named Zaluzula, meaning power with no conditions, who inherited his father's supernatural strength. The story of Zumba shows us the complexities of power, love, and betrayal. Who would you blame? We would love to see your comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more strange but true tales.